Ever wondered where motivation comes from? It's not magic, it's neuroscience. Welcome to the fascinating world of your brain, where the real magic of motivation happens. Imagine your brain as a bustling metropolis, with the basal ganglia and nucleus accumbens playing the role of the city's motivation headquarters. These areas are the masters of the brain's reward system, stirring up the motivation to act and thrive. Now let's talk neurotransmitters. You've probably heard of dopamine, the feel-good chemical. It's like a motivational cheerleader, sparking joy when we achieve our goals. And let's not forget serotonin, the key to our feelings of well-being and contentment. It's like the calming cup of tea at the end of a hard day's work. These neurotransmitters work in harmony, creating a symphony of motivation that drives us to chase our dreams and conquer our goals. So, your brain is the real HQ of motivation, and it's all about those feel-good chemicals. Setting goals isn't just a fancy term, it's a powerful motivator. Imagine you're embarking on an epic journey. Without a destination in mind, you'd potentially wander aimlessly, wouldn't you? Now, apply this to your life. Goals are your destination. They offer clarity, focus, and a target to aim for. Let's talk about SMART goals, an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. A well-defined goal is like a lighthouse, guiding you through the stormy seas of life. It's specific, so you know exactly what you're aiming for. It's measurable, so you can track your progress. It's achievable, so it's within your grasp. It's relevant, so it aligns with your broader life ambitions. And it's time-bound, so it creates a sense of urgency. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish, so set your sights, make a plan, and let the power of goal-setting drive you forward. Procrastination, the arch-nemesis of motivation. It sneaks up, uninvited, transforming a productive day into a Netflix marathon. But fear not, for there are ways to outsmart this cunning adversary. One effective strategy is breaking down a daunting task into smaller, manageable parts. Think of it as a challenging puzzle. You don't try to solve it all at once, do you? You start with one piece, then another, and slowly the picture starts to form. Similarly, tackling a task piece by piece makes it less overwhelming and more achievable. Next, time management techniques come into play. Ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? It involves working for a set period, say 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break. This method helps maintain focus and prevents burnout, keeping procrastination at bay. Remember, overcoming procrastination is like training a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger you get. So, fight procrastination, don't let it steal your motivation. Meet dopamine and serotonin, the dynamic duo of motivation. These two neurotransmitters are the stars of the show when it comes to keeping us driven and inspired. Let's start with dopamine, the reward chemical. It acts like a little cheerleader in our brains, giving us that feel-good boost when we achieve something. Whether it's ticking off a task on your to-do list or finally mastering that yoga pose, it's dopamine that's giving you that high-five feeling. On the other hand, we have serotonin, often referred to as the mood stabilizer. It helps to keep our spirits up and our moods balanced. It's like the sturdy anchor in the stormy seas of stress and anxiety, helping us to keep a level head and a positive outlook. Together, dopamine and serotonin form a powerful partnership, driving us forward and keeping us motivated. So don't forget to thank dopamine and serotonin for your motivation. Failure, it's not your enemy, but a stepping stone to success. Picture this. You're a scientist. Each failure is a precious piece of data, a clue that brings you one step closer to the solution. It's like playing a game of hot and cold. Each misstep, each "you're getting colder," is just as valuable as a "you're getting warmer." In the grand theatre of life, failure is not the villain, it's the wise mentor, the one who points out the pitfalls and guides us towards victory. Embracing failure is about understanding its value. It's about perceiving failure not as a dead end, but as a detour on the path to success. Every failure is a lesson learned, a stepping stone that propels you forward. It's the grit that shapes the pearl, the pressure that turns coal into diamonds. So the next time you stumble, don't shy away. Embrace it, learn from it, use it to fuel your motivation and drive you towards your goals. Remember, failure is only the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Positive thinking, the secret source of motivation. Imagine your mind as a garden. Negative thoughts are like weeds. They can easily overrun your beautiful flowers and plants if left unattended. Positive thinking is the gardener, diligently pulling out those pesky weeds, making room for flowers to bloom. It's what keeps us going, turning mountains into molehills, turning "I can't" into "I can and I will." Think about it. When you're faced with a challenge, do you see it as an insurmountable obstacle or an opportunity for growth? That's where positive thinking steps in. It's the lens that transforms every setback into a setup for a comeback, every failure into a lesson learned. Positive thinking fuels resilience, boosts your mood, and even improves your health. It's the beacon of light that guides you through the darkest tunnels of adversity. Remember, a positive mind finds a way it can be done. A negative mind looks for all the ways it can't be done. So stay positive, stay motivated. Your why is your ultimate motivation booster. It's the compelling reason you get out of bed each morning, the fuel that fires your determination. It's not simply about setting goals, but understanding the passion that drives them. Imagine you're a marathon runner. The grueling miles, the relentless training, it's not for the faint-hearted. But if your why is to raise funds for a cause close to your heart, suddenly every step has a purpose. Every bead of sweat, every moment of exhaustion, it all gains meaning. That's the power of your why. It's the difference between "I have to" and "I want to." It's the difference between obligation and inspiration. So delve deep, ask yourself the hard questions. What lights your fire? What's your cause? What's your purpose? Your why could be anything, but it's everything when it comes to staying motivated. Find your why, find your motivation. Your environment can make or break your motivation. Let's delve into this. Think of your environment as a stage. It sets the tone for the performance. You're the actor, and your motivation is the script. Imagine you're in a room filled with clutter and noise. It's hard to focus, isn't it? Now envision being in a tranquil, orderly space. Feels different, right? That's your physical environment influencing your motivation. But it's not just about the physical environment. The people around you, your social environment, can profoundly impact your motivation. Surrounding yourself with driven, positive individuals can spark inspiration, fuel your ambition, and keep your motivational fire burning. It's like being in a band. When everyone is in sync and playing their best, the music is phenomenal. Remember, you're the director of your life's play. Choose your stage and cast wisely. Surround yourself with motivation and you'll be unstoppable. Small wins, big motivation boosters. Think of motivation as a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it rolls, it gathers more snow, growing in size and speed. That's the power of celebrating small wins. Each little victory, whether it's completing a task on your to-do list, running an extra mile, or even just getting up on time, gives that motivational snowball a little more momentum. These small victories may not seem like much on their own, but together they create a powerful wave of self-confidence and motivation. They act as a reminder that you are capable, that you are making progress, no matter how slow it might seem. So don't wait for the big wins to pat yourself on the back. Every step forward is a step in the right direction. Remember, motivation isn't a destination, it's a journey. And every journey is made up of small steps. So celebrate every win, no matter how small. The momentum effect, your secret weapon against motivation slumps. Picture this. You're on a bicycle, pedaling uphill. It's tough, isn't it? But once you reach the top and start cruising downhill, the ride becomes exhilarating. That's the momentum effect for you. It's all about maintaining a consistent pace towards your goal. Consider a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger and faster with each turn. That's how momentum works. Each small step you take towards achieving your goal, each minor victory you celebrate, adds to your momentum. It fuels your motivation, making the journey towards your goal not only possible but enjoyable. Now, the key to harnessing the momentum effect is consistency. Inconsistency is like trying to pedal uphill on your bicycle. It's exhausting. But maintain a steady pace and you'll find that each pedal stroke becomes easier, each mile less daunting. So remember, consistency is your fuel, momentum is your vehicle, and your goal is the destination. Keep the momentum going, keep your motivation high. Comparison, a motivation killer you need to beat. It's a sneaky fiend stealing joy and sapping drive. But here's the secret. The only person you should compare yourself to is you. Yesterday's you, last week's you, last year's you. Victory lies not in surpassing others, but in surpassing your own previous best. So shrug off the chains of comparison, embrace your unique journey, and celebrate your personal growth. Beat the comparison game, boost your motivation. Before we continue, hit that subscribe and like button if you're enjoying the video. It's a small click for you, but a giant leap for our motivation-filled community. Keep the inspiration flowing, folks. Thank you. Now let's move on. To stay motivated, you need to keep your motivation tank full. Imagine a car. It doesn't matter how sleek or powerful it might be. Without fuel, it's going nowhere. Your motivation works in the same way. Without fuel, your dreams, ambitions, and goals might remain stagnant. So how do you fuel this tank? Well, it's not rocket science. In fact, it's as simple as taking care of yourself. Yes, you heard it right. Self-care is a crucial element of your motivation fuel. Make time for relaxation, pursue hobbies, and keep a healthy work-life balance. Next, get moving. Exercise isn't just good for your body, but also for your brain. It releases endorphins, the feel-good hormones, which naturally boost your motivation levels. And finally, reward yourself. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they might seem. Each celebration is a fresh infusion of fuel into your motivation tank. Fuel your motivation tank, and you'll go far. So, that's the neuroscience of motivation in a nutshell. We've navigated the brain's motivation headquarters, understood the power of goal setting, and tackled procrastination. We've mixed a cocktail of dopamine and serotonin, embraced failure, and harnessed positive thinking. We've found our why, surrounded ourselves with motivation, celebrated small wins, gained momentum, and beat the comparison game. We've even remembered to hit those subscribe and like buttons. We've fueled our motivation tanks, fully ready to charge ahead. Remember, your brain is your biggest ally in staying motivated. That's it for today, folks. We're grateful you joined us on this journey through the neuroscience of motivation. If you found value in this, do share it with others. Stay motivated, stay inspired, and see you in the next video.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.